let's talk briefly now about LinkedIn. I know a lot of your assignments you work on, you might not have candidates coming in who fit the position, so you have to go out there and headhunt, and that's where you're going typically onto a site like LinkedIn to evaluate candidates. What's going through your mind when you're doing some of that stuff and looking?
Absolutely. So there's kind of two things that I look at on LinkedIn. And again, this is going back to there's two or three, a first impression. So one, if you are, this is something that is big to me. If you are open to new opportunities, even if you are employed and maybe not actively applying and seeking a job, but you are open to new opportunities, it's very simple. That's a click on LinkedIn. Put that on your profile because one, for a recruiter or for somebody that's kind of coming in blind, like we want to know like, hey, is this person going to be receptive to this? Am I wasting my time? Am I not going to get a response? That's not necessarily going to stop me from contacting you, but that also makes that initial introduction or initial in-mail or communication a little bit easier because I can start, hey, I see that you're open to new opportunities, not sure what's going on with your career, and you can lead into it that way.
Right.
The second thing is having updated employment information on your LinkedIn. And the reason that is important is because I can go in and I can kind of look and see, hey, does your LinkedIn match your, can I find a resume for you? Can I do some research on this company, especially if it's a higher position, like a VP, a CFO, things like that I'm looking at. Like, I like to see what your work history was. And then also your LinkedIn picture. Again, the LinkedIn is a professional network. It's not it is a social, but it's not a Facebook. It's not your personal Instagram. It is a professional network where job seekers and colleagues are looking to make connections, potentially find their next VP or their next sales manager or whatever that position is. So again, like a resume or a voicemail, it's a first impression. That gives me a way to put a face with a resume or a face with a name. So make it a clean professional picture. Make it you. Don't have a group of people. Like I'm trying to figure out, okay, who is this person? What are they doing? Like just a nice, simple, clean picture. And those three things are huge. And also, if I know that a lot of people have LinkedIn's, maybe they're not checking them every day. So have your contact information on there. I know that that's an option where it can make your contact information viewable. Because I know that somebody might send me an email or might reach out on LinkedIn and I might not see it for a few days, and I'm on LinkedIn regularly, depending on what I have going on. But if you have a phone number or you have an email address associated with that, put that on there. That's also another avenue that we can go to connect with you.
Yeah, great points. I mean, that contact one's right. That's my pet peeve. When I'm like, this guy's perfect. He'd love this job. It's right up his alley. And I go and I can't find the guy.
Can't find him. Yep.
Oh, that drives me nuts. When you're looking for a job, when you're in job hunt mode, make it easy for recruiters like Alysia to find you. You could always change it later. Get a Google Voice number if you don't want your own cell on there.
Absolutely. Yeah, because that will filter directly to an email and you don't even have to, you don't even have to tie it to your phone. Like you can tie it specifically to a Gmail that is used for nothing other than maybe recruiting purposes.
Recruiting, exactly. Get a Gmail account that you can have just for your job seeking activities. But just again, I want to reiterate that picture. Human nature is, you're going to look at that picture and you're going to make a judgment. And that's a real, like, a smiling person who looks generally happy and excited. And like you said, professional, wearing a dress shirt or a tie or, women's professional attire. It's such a difference than when you see somebody who's like in a baseball cap backwards holding the beer up or something. That stuff is not for LinkedIn. And by all means, if you do not have a LinkedIn, get one. If you are working in the executive, if you are an executive earning, say 40, 50 grand or up, and you're working in an office or that you have to be on LinkedIn. It is a non-starter. If there's nothing worse, I'm sure when you can't find somebody who you want to find on LinkedIn and you're like, I know this guy should have a page. Where is it?
Yep, absolutely.